I survived 100 days of Minecraft hardcore. Welcome to the Dad's Guide to Minecraft hardcore. That is right, my peoples. We made it 100 days in Minecraft hardcore. And thank you to everyone who has stuck with this from the very beginning. I'm not worthy. I am not worthy of your love and support. So thank you so much. And also, thank you everybody who filled out the survey and then also sent in questions. I got a ton of questions and I will try to get to most of them. There were repeats and there were ones that I've answered previously, so we're going to leave those off, but everything else I'm going to get to. So the winner of the poll, let's put that up here really quick. Okay, yes, you can see overwhelmingly the build won, but here's a little secret. Coming close. I'll do all of them eventually. I'm going to do all of them. So don't worry if you wanted to have the exploration or the mining session. I will do those in upcoming episodes. But this one will just be a building episode. So I will be gathering some materials first before we go building. But I want to show you this real quick. Let's go to the F3 screen and you can look day 100 right there. Local difficulty 4. 1.00 day 100. I have no idea what that means, but sounds very fancy, doesn't it? Okay, so let's get this episode started. And just so you know, the way it's going to work today is I'm going to put more Minecraft related questions at the beginning of the episode, and then towards the end of the episode, like the second half, I will be answering more of the personal questions. So if you're interested in finding out more about me and why I did this and what's going on and what I really look like, do I look like my avatar? I mean, it is good looking. Am I good looking? I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Well, we won't see. No face reveals in this one. Sorry, folks, but I will talk about it. Okay, let's go ahead and kick this off with the first question, and it is from Mia or Maya D. And sorry, just in advance if I mispronounce any of these names. You know, I'm normally not great at that anyhow, and when you have screen names, sometimes that can be difficult, but I should be able to get Mia or Maya, or maybe it's MIA, like missing in action. I don't know. But they ask, what made you want to start the channel? Well, I don't know, actually. I think really what I wanted to do was just see if I could. Like, I'm someone who likes to learn, and I learn best by teaching myself and just kind of like, you know, getting it, the motivation to pick up a new skill or learn something interesting about history. And I naturally also am a teacher of sorts. So I really do enjoy, once I learn something, passing that knowledge on to other people. So when my youngest son was watching tons and tons of YouTube, not gonna lie, it was a lot. Still a lot, but yeah, he would watch channels, and you know, some of them I was like, oh, that's really cool, I really like that, and some I found kind of, you know, annoying, and I'm like, I wonder if I could do better than those channels. So that was kind of my motivation, twofold. Great question though, because I think a lot of people are motivated by different things in life. Some people want to do the creative outlet, which I enjoy. Personally, I enjoy the creative outlet that this allows me to have. A little bit about me: I was an art major in college and an education minor, so I do love doing creative things, and the idea that I can actually create a world, record it, and then edit it, and then post it, and then interact with people on the channel like instantly is just amazing to me. It's just a great outlet for creative types. So yeah, thanks for the question. And the next question comes from TJ Navarez. And TJ asks, will this be a modded or unmodded Minecraft series? And if it is modded, which mods will you be using? Well, TJ, this is going to be a completely vanilla season 1. I will say season 1 is going to be completely vanilla. No mods in this one at all. I don't even have any data packs in this one. Normally I throw some data packs in just to spice things up a little bit. But yeah, I decided not to do any of that this time, and I think next time, let's see, nothing there. Okay, We're gonna take this down actually. Next time, let me know, guys. Do you think I should actually do a modded series? Because I do like playing modded Minecraft. So let me know. I just didn't know if there's interest in that. But if there is, I will absolutely do a modded series. And the next question, oh, you know what? I never got any stone, so I'll come over here and grab some cobblestone really quick. The next question is from Increase Halo Roblox. And they ask, if you die, what will you do? I'm assuming you mean in Minecraft, because if I die, well, game over, folks. But in this game, if I die, I am just going to start a new season. So it'd be season 2 when I die in Minecraft Hardcore. So let me know what you would like to do for season 2 when and if that comes up anytime in the near future. Let's go ahead and grab these terracottas too. And Increase Halo Roblox also asked, I really want you to mine a whole chunk. It's my dream. Well, it is absolutely not my dream to do that. But if you want to see me mining a whole chunk, check out my slime farm tutorial from season 1 of survival let's play. I actually did mine out an entire chunk for that farm. So yeah, good times. Okay, so the next question is, actually it's a series of questions, and it's from Scam, who Scam, thank you so much for watching the channel and being an active participant in the Dad's Guide world. I really appreciate it. The first question is, who inspires you to continue doing YouTube? For me, it's the people who watch the videos, like the interaction, the comments, the goodwill that I get from the community really keeps me going. I really enjoy interacting and talking to everybody and getting their ideas and you know, just hearing from you guys and what you like to hear and see and all that stuff. It's great. Love it. So you are my inspiration. The next question is, where do you find ideas for builds? Well, mainly I go online, you know, and just do searches. So I'll look to see just, you know, maybe what's trending sometimes. Other times it's just kind of like I have an idea, like I want to build a cathedral or a church, or like with my son's friends for one of their builds that they were doing a Western town, and I wanted to build a Western style church and saloon. So I went on and just got designs, simply doing a Google search, you know. That's probably the easiest way to get designs. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the next question Scam asks is, any tips for aspiring builders or hardcore survivalists? Well, I would say patience and practice. If something doesn't look right, try to figure out, whoa, that was weird. Try to figure out why. I think I went too high on that one. This is like glitchy. Try to figure out what works well with a particular build and what doesn't, and just, you know, analyze it. And don't be afraid to change things up and experiment and see what works. And also don't be afraid to, like, you know, just go on and copy other people's builds, so you get an idea of how that building style is done and what works and what doesn't and what you like about it. That's, you know, one of the early ways that I learned how to draw was tracing comic books. I loved doing that when I was younger, and that really helps you learn the human body, and also just how to draw action scenes. So you can approach Minecraft the same way, like just go on and look for build ideas there. Next question from Scam is, what is your favorite world you've ever made? Well, geez, I don't know. I did do survivals Minecraft hardcore with, or not hardcore, survival Minecraft with my son and his friends on a server, and I built a really cool castle on a like the spire that stuck out of the ocean. I really liked that one. I thought that was a super cool design, and I'd like to do that some other time too. I think that'd be really neat. And this next question from Scam, I actually you know, was thinking about this a lot, and I actually asked some of my family members what they would say for this one, but I think I have a good answer. And it is, If someone gave you a microphone and told you that everyone on the planet could hear you, what would you say? Here, let me get the microphone ready. There we go. We got our microphone right there. Okay, are you ready? All right, come in close. This is going to be very profound. Subscribe to Dad's Guide. All joking aside, well, not really joking. Definitely subscribe to Dad's Guide if you're not subscribed already. But I don't know. That's a good question. I have no idea what one thing I would say. There's so many things that need to be said. I don't know if there's any one thing that I could put my finger on, but let me turn that around to the community. What would you say if you had a microphone and could say anything to the world you wanted to? Now, next up, we have Pog. And Pog has been a very active contributor to the channel. And I can't thank Pog enough for all the support and basically making people come in to watch my channel. I get comments saying, Pog made me come and check out your channel. And I appreciate that. I really do. Hopefully not by force, but I do appreciate the support that you're showing, Pog. I love it. But Pog asks, what's one of your favorite builds that you've ever built? And I answered this question previously on another one of the comment questions, and I actually was going back through my builds just to see if there was something that I missed, and there was. I made a Chinese inspired temple gate for my panda sanctuary on the Let's Play, and I really like this build. I'm just proud of it. I really like it. So that is probably one of my most recent favorite builds. And I do like building castles, although I have not built a castle really on any of the Let's Play because it does take a long time, and they do become kind of an editing nightmare when you're doing like these really big builds. Another question Pog asked is, what do you like to build the most? I actually think, you know, overall, what I like to build, and I find it a lot of the time that I spend in just my own worlds that I just play for fun, is just repairing villages. I know it's such a weird thing to do, but like nothing drives me more nuts than going into a village that has like a ravine right down the center of it, or like caves with zombies coming out of it constantly. So I end up like doing a lot of work to level out the land and do landscaping and fixing buildings up, just because I think I feel bad for the poor villagers that live in these death traps. Another great contributor to the Dad's Guide channel, Cosmo Heart, asks, which do you prefer, a mega base or a collection of function-specific buildings? I have to say that overall, I like the collection of buildings more so than mega bases. I'm not really a mega base person. I've done it a couple times, like that castle that I mentioned before was on this like really tall island, and it was like it's just basically a mountain that came out of the water, and I hollowed that entire thing out, and I had all sorts of automatic farms inside there, and that was cool. Like I had an iron farm, a villager powered crop farm, there was a slime farm below there was a slime chunk. I mean, it was cooking. I had everything in that one. But I would say overall though, I'm not really a mega base kind of person. I do like to have a specific functions for the different buildings. Yeah, that's a good question though. Another one I never really think about too much when I'm just building. The next question Cosmo Heart asks is, what other building styles would you like to attempt in the future? And I am very hesitant to do modern house designs. I know they have a lot of people like the kind of modern look. I don't think Minecraft as an aesthetic really plays well with that type of build unless you have a whole area that's set up just for kind of that modern aesthetic. But yeah, I would like to try. I've done a couple designs in a test world and they turned out well. This is another question from Cosmo Heart. Besides hardcore, what other restrictions would you impose on playing Minecraft? Like no mending. I know a couple of the YouTubers out there don't use mending. They think it's kind of cheaty, or using the F3 screen. You can do all sorts of things. There's times where I don't really like using the F3 screen to do certain activities, just so it feels a little bit less cheaty. And I know it's not cheating because it's built into the game, but it really is a debugging screen for programmers and to find out what's going on. So I don't know. It wasn't the intention, I think, to be used as game mechanics. With that said, however, there's certain things within Minecraft that I think, from a game design standpoint, they could easily do to help with some of the stuff that you're constantly looking up on the F3 screen. Like maybe even having a calendar or some other way to tracking the days might be good. I'm getting all the villagers up here right now. They're just touring the roof. I really think they're trying to get out. I need to get them off the roof here. But I do like mending. I do find mending very handy. So I don't really do that. I would like to see a thirst system put in place, or even the effects of weather. And I know there's some mods that do that, but yeah, like having to wear warm clothes when it's you're in a snowy biome would be great. With the new mountain update, I know like leather is going to serve a purpose of not going into the soft snow, so that's good. And then like if you're in a desert, really managing the heat, I think would be something that would be a good game mechanic as well. Another question from Cosmo Heart. What auto farms do you consider the most useful? Well, I will tell you that I think the iron farm is by far the most useful auto farm. Eventually, if we get around to it, creating an iron farm would be super handy. All right, this next question is from Grack4890. Grack4890. So nice, you had to say it twice. When did you start Minecraft? Well, I started Minecraft in about 2010 when it was still in alpha. My oldest son was an early adopter of this through one of his friends, and they were always having problems with the game. So I ended up playing with them and helping them out. But I dropped off for a long time and didn't get back into it probably until right before the aquatic update with my youngest son. So that's basically the story of me playing Minecraft. All right, this next set of questions comes from Leah C. Leah is also another great contributor to the Dad's Guide. I keep on saying that, but this series has gotten a lot of support from a couple of hardcore contributors, and I just really appreciate all of the comments. And Leah asks, what do you enjoy most about Minecraft? This is another one that I answered before, but I do like talking about it. I love the open world gaming aspects of Minecraft. I like that you can just keep on exploring and seeing different things and new villages and new just geographic formations, and then it inspires you to do something different, and there's always something more to see. It just keeps on going on and on forever and ever. I love that. Next question from Leah is, what is your least favorite aspect of Minecraft? I would have to say it doesn't have a lot of things that you need to do from a gameplay or like game design I guess perspective. And I mean that from like where it is expansive and you can do lots of things. Beating the Wither and then beating the Ender Dragon as kind of like the two big things that you can do just isn't enough to keep you advancing in the game. So I usually stop playing after beating the Ender Dragon because I don't like that period where it's like all I'm doing is just building with really effective tools. I like the survival aspects of it, so that's where it kind of loses a lot of interest for me. Okay, the next question is, why play hardcore? What is enjoyable about it? Doesn't your world get deleted if you die? Well, that's a lot of questions all wrapped up as one question, Leah. So I like hardcore because it's finite. I like it so like you have to be careful, and you know, making mistakes will cause the game to end. I do like that aspect of it. And then there's an end. There absolutely is an end with hardcore, so I do like that. And doesn't your world get deleted in the end? Yes and no. I mean, you go into spectator mode, and you can always make a copy of it, and then play in the same world, but you start from the beginning with it when you make a copy. So, yeah, that's basically it. But yeah, and I'm okay with that. That's why I really do like that way of playing. I probably will keep mixing it up because doing hardcore all the time, I think also would get monotonous, but for now I think it's fun to do, and I do enjoy playing hardcore when it's just me playing, because I know that the game is going to come to an end and it's just not going to go on forever. I don't like leaving things unfinished. So, and another question from Leah C is, do you have a favorite type of mob spawner? And yes, I do. In fact, it is a skeleton spawner. I think those are the best, especially in hard and hardcore. You have enchanted bows that drop, and I think that is a fun way of getting different enchantments that you can combine. Plus, if you don't get infinity on a bow, it's unlimited arrows for you. Leah also wants to know when I am going to set up an XP farm. I don't know, actually. Do you think I should set up an XP farm? It's one of those things that could get me killed relatively easily as I'm building it. So you have to do it pretty smart when you're setting them up, unless you do like a cactus farm and you cook the cactus and that becomes your XP. But I was thinking more like doing like a mob spawner farm for XP. I think that might be what you mean, but if not, just let me know. I'm not sure exactly what I would do for that, or even if it's necessary right now, because when playing hardcore, you could end up, you know, dying relatively quick, and it's somewhat of a waste to do an XP farm. All right, so Antra Blake writes, what are your pronouns? I assume he, him, since you are a dad, but it's always good to ask. Yes, it is he, him for me. I think this cat's stuck. It's been here for a really long time. Just stuck on the fence. Very weird. Okay, and the next set of questions, this one's from Kaylin Jones. And Kaylin asks, are you actually a dad? And believe it or not, I get this question often. But I will say this. If somebody refers to themselves as dad or daddy and they're not, run away as fast as you can. Something's weird. But yes, I am a dad. I have 3 kids. 2 of them are in college and 1 of them is in middle school. So yep, we're doing our best. Like every parent, I think we try to do our best here, and try to keep everybody happy and healthy and all that kind of stuff. And it's been challenging with the pandemic and all, but I think we've done a really good job. Now, this question was actually asked by 2 people. Kaylin and Iron Geek asked, do you actually have gray hair? Yes, I do have gray hair. I will tell you that genetics was not kind to my people. The premature grayness runs in my family, so I actually got my first gray hair when I was 14 years old, believe it or not. But it's a good kind of gray. I will say for a long time, people didn't even know it was gray. They just thought it was kind of blondish, but it was a mix of white and darker hair. So it kind of looked good. So it looked more like this and less like this. So yeah, gray hair. And then Caitlin also asked, do I have green eyes? And I do in fact have green eyes. I made the avatar look like me as much as I could. However, I do have a mouth and nose. A little known fact, I do have both of those. And I got this question also a couple times. How old am I? If it's not personal. I don't take it personally. I'm in my late 40s. That's about as specific as I will get for now. But yeah, late 40s. So I also got this question from Iron Geek and from Kayla as well, and that is, if is YouTube your full-time job, and if not, what do you do for a full-time job? Well, it is not a full-time job. That sweet ad revenue isn't quite where it needs to be yet for me to make a living off of this. I am mainly a consultant, and I worked in the tech industry for a long time. I was in charge of training and development, so I do a lot of activities involved with that. And I also have written a couple books, which I'm not ready to share with the overall community just yet, but eventually we will get there. Not quite there yet. My goal was always at 10,000 subscribers. I was going to put out information about my books, but yeah, so incentive to get us to 10,000. How does that sound? And then the last two questions for today, we have Leah C again. Do you play Minecraft with your kids? I do sometimes. Sometimes I do. Seems like when there's breaks, I can get all three of them to hop on together with me, and we usually do something, and it usually ends up in a fight. They take things a lot personally with each other, whether like they did that on purpose, or you shot me, that kind of stuff. So yeah, sometimes it works out good, sometimes it doesn't, but that's life. And then probably my favorite question that I have ever been asked on here is from Jojo Siwa. I hope I'm saying the last name correctly. Do your kids ever get embarrassed that their dad has a YouTube channel? Why do you ask that? Would you be embarrassed? I actually asked them this. They know. They think it's actually pretty cool that I'm doing this. I imagine if I was doing TikTok dancing or giving advice on relationships, that would be cringeworthy, and they would be embarrassed about that. But no, they do not find this embarrassing at all. They enjoy it. So, but I do think that's hilarious. Would you be embarrassed if your dad made a YouTube channel? Let me know. I think that's pretty funny. Thank you for participating in the 100-day Q&A. It's been a lot of fun playing this hardcore series. I've really enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoy it too. And if you could be so kind, please consider leaving a like. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel and click that notification bell so you don't miss an upcoming episode from the Dad's Guide in the future. Hello, Mr. Nitwit. I think next time, it's always when I'm doing closings, these guys just kind of get in my face. Next time, we will do one of the other two. We'll do exploring, or we will do mining. So yeah, stick around. And if there's anything else you want to see in hardcore in the future, please let me know below, and I will continue doing the questions of the episode. So please keep those coming in too. I've saved a couple from what you've submitted for the 100-day Q&A, just so we can do that for the questions. So until next time, this has been Dad's Guide. Bye for now.